In John 2, verse 23, it says, no one who denies the Son has the Father. Whoever acknowledges the Son has the Father also. Just as walking backwards on the treadmill requires trust in your training and focus on each step, our faith requires trust in Jesus Christ and acknowledgement of his presence in our lives. As we walk through life's challenges, remember that acknowledging Jesus as the Son ensures we have the Father's guidance and support. So take each step with confidence, knowing God is with you every step of the way. I'm Roman Hunter. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about deadmill reverse walking or deadmill backward walking. It's called a deadmill because the treadmill is off. This exercise is performed on the treadmill when it is off. So there's no power going into the treadmill. It is plugged out, and we are the ones who are providing the energy for the movement of the tread. Okay, so that's why it's called deadmill. Now, the benefits of this exercise, it really helps to improve the mobility of the hip, knee, and the ankle. It really helps to improve hamstring flexibility and strengthening of the quads and hamstrings. It also helps to reduce knee pain, right? And reducing the risk of injury. So it's a really good exercise to practice. And if it is that you don't have access to a treadmill, you can always be walking. You can walk backwards. You can practice walking backwards in a yard, at a gym. If you have distance, if you have some space, you can practice walking backwards at a park. You can go to the park and practice walking backwards depending on the distance. You can do it by distance. You can do it by time. You can do it by reps or sets. It's up to you, all right? You get the same effect. You just need to be careful while walking backwards because the center of gravity changes, okay? So you have to be careful not to topple over. It takes a little bit more coordination, a little bit more balance. That's why this exercise is also good for balance training and coordination and improving your coordination. Now, I'm standing here on a treadmill. There are some treadmills that are not as stable, that are not as sturdy. So with this one, I can put my body weight against it. But if you're at home and you have a treadmill that is not as strong or stable like this one, then I would strongly advise you not to lean against the monitor of the treadmill, all right? Not to lean against the monitor of this treadmill. It has handles. If your treadmill has handles or a railing, you can just stand at an angle, put your body back a little bit, and you're going to go ahead. Make sure the feet are slightly in front. One foot is slightly in front of you, not directly, not all the way out, and not all the way back, and not directly underneath you. If the foot is all the way back behind you, or directly underneath you, it's going to be more difficult for you to start off pushing the tread. All right? So make sure the foot is slightly in front of you. Slightly in front of you, that you can see the majority of your foot ahead of you. And you're going to use the ball of your foot and push down and out. Don't push directly down because it's going to be sticking. It's going to be hard to move the tread. So you're going to push down and out, gently push down and out, and you should find that the tread starts to move. Okay? Like this. Notice the tread starts to move. If I'm pushing directly down, I'm sticking the tread against the board. If I'm starting my foot all the way back like this, it's going to be extremely difficult. So you start with the foot slightly in front of you. Make sure you brace your core. Keep your body upright. You can bend the knees slightly. Go into a little squat and push the tread forward with your feet. As you continue along, you find that the tread continues to move. Find your rhythm, find your pattern, and maintain that rhythm for a period of time. You can do it according to timing, reps, and sets. You can do it according to the speed, right? So go at a nice, normal pace. You can move fast if you want, but for beginners, just go slowly, take your time, and appreciate the movement, all right? Go for a period of time, appreciate the movement. Now, you don't have to hold on. For safety purposes, you can hold on. If it is that you're concerned about the stability of the rest of the treadmill in terms of putting your body weight against it, don't put your body weight against it. Take your time, hold on to the handles a little bit, go back a little bit, and push forward. Take your time and push forward. If you have difficulty, you can stand on the side, and you can do one leg at a time. This might be a little bit better. Most treadmills have the the sides that you can stand on. You know, like regular treadmill, typically speaking, when you start on a treadmill, you want to stand on the side first to see the tread start to move, and then you can go ahead and stand on the tread. It's not wise to stand on the tread before you actually turn on the machine. All right, so you turn on the machine first. Once you see the tread start moving at a very, very slow pace and speed, then you can put your feet and start walking on the treadmill. In this case, the treadmill is off. You're going to stand on the sides of the treadmill, use one foot, and practice pushing off. If it is that you're uncomfortable putting your body weight and you're uncomfortable leaning back a little bit on the handles of the treadmill because it's not as stable, you can just practice doing one leg at a time and do the next one. Okay? For others, if the treadmill is stable enough, then stand on the tread, put your back against the railing, and take your time and push forward. If you have a sled, if you're at a gym and there's a turf, or if you're in a park and you have access to a sled, you can actually be doing sled pulls as well. There's also another variation to this exercise. If you don't have access to a park, if you don't have access to an open space, and you have a treadmill at home or a treadmill in a gym, and you don't want to go anywhere to practice, just go on the treadmill. You don't have to turn it on. You don't have to be concerned about turning it on or anything like that. You're the one who set your own pace. You're the one who set your own speed. Just stand on the treadmill, lean back on it a little bit, put your feet slightly in front of you, press down and out, and get the tread moving, and continue walking for a period of time. It's a really good exercise for your lower limb, right? If you're suffering from knee pain, this exercise is really good for you. It's a nice warm-up exercise to use to really warm up the knee and to help alleviate the knee pain that you have. Helps to improve the mobility of the weight-bearing or the load-bearing joints. Helps with your own balance and coordination. So it's a really good exercise to add to your program. Try it out, test it out, see how it feels. Do it for a period of time. Go at a very slow pace first until you're comfortable enough, and then you can start increasing the speed to your comfort, all right? But I would suggest just walk into it. Just walk into it. That alone is really good, and do that. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Raman Hunter. Have a wonderful day. Blessings.